Hi guys, we're in the Lexus CT today. You may have seen in a previous video of mine I actually took apart the AC blower unit, which is located under the glove box on the passenger side. It was kind of making this rattling or humming noise, and it's kind of doing it again. So despite repairing it in the last video and the repair lasting for probably about 6 to 8 months, it's slowly kind of picked up that grumble again. So the fan isn't on max at the moment, it's just on half. Let's turn it off and see what difference that makes. So there's that noise. Let's turn it up full. So we definitely get that grumble at the end there. So what I've done is gone ahead and bought a new fan. It was quite expensive, but what we'll do is we'll just rip the old one out, take it through, have a look at it compared to the new one, see what the main differences are. Right guys, that was quite easy. This is the old fan here on the left. Yeah, it doesn't feel very free to move anymore. Oh, that one spins nice and free. So I'm pretty sure this one hasn't loosened up again. It just seems to be failing, so it might be something to do with the bearing. I can see that the weight is still on this fin here. This new one also has the weight. I guess that's for balancing the fan. So it definitely hasn't lost its weight. You can see there's a few differences as we look at the top of the fans this way. I hope they're the same fan. I haven't got any way of knowing for sure. We'll compare the numbers in a minute. The old one, the top of the spindle here, shows some signs of rust. You can also see there's like a clip around this side. Let's take a closer look. Whereas the newer fan has a different top to it altogether. In fact, the moulding for the fan here is different. Maybe to use less material. It's got like a different shape here in the strengthening fins. Compared to this one, the strengthening fins are kind of solid plastic. This one, they're kind of pressed more out of a sheet formation. It's interesting. And then on the top, this bit itself has a separate moulding number, so this has been put on the top. I wonder if that's to stop the fan from shifting up the shaft in the middle here. The arrow for rotation going this way, and the arrow for rotation going this way as well. See how freely this one moves, just spins freely. This one, it will spin freely, but there's much more resistance in it. The main difference here is, of course, this bottom moulding is white, whereas it's black on here. Of course, that depends whether we turn it over, whether it's the bottom or top. Let's have a look at the numbers. So this one's numbered Denso 2726004059, and this one says Denso, but the numbers are completely different. Yeah, all the numbers are completely different. This one says 12 volt 07E30. This one says 12 volt 2N10, made in Japan. This one doesn't say made in Japan, but it's got these IRQ codes on, which the other one doesn't have. The sockets are the same, but slightly different as well. Interesting. So it's all very different. Now, worst case scenario is the new one that's been sent to me is actually for a different vehicle, like a Lexus IS or something like that. And when I plug it in, it might go bang. I've read about that people plug Prius ones in or other Lexus ones and they go bang. And then what they do is they swap the electronics from this one into that one. Now I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping this one is a Lexus CT one. The story is I bought this one from a car parts sale place in Japan. So this one's come from Japan, Tokyo. I think I paid, it's on eBay, 200 and something, about £200, and it's come into the UK and I've had to pay £45 import tax as well before it was delivered. I had to pop down the post office and pay that. So all in all about £250. Now when I actually contacted Toyota to get this part, they wouldn't supply it because apparently they don't do the Lexus one. When I contacted Lexus, they would provide it, but it was, I think, getting on for £1,000. It may have been over £1,000. So very pleased to have got one for 250 quid, which still seems really, really high for a blower. Right guys, I've got the old one out, it's this one. If you want to watch a video on how to get that out, I've put a link in the description. I recorded that in a previous video where we actually went through removing this fan and me actually taking it apart and having a look at what gone wrong. So I did try a repair, but that didn't work out. So here goes the new one. Okay, we have the new fan fitted. Let's see what it sounds like. So what I think I'll do is I'll just cut the old fan turning off in now. And now we'll have the new fan turning off. And we'll also compare that to the old fan turning off from maximum speed. Speed. I'm not sure, but I think this one actually blows quite a bit more, but it's definitely quieter. Okay, so new fan in. Let's hope that one's been re-engineered so that it lasts longer than the original. Thanks for watching. Good luck.